Good day everyone, welcome to this channel. Today's video we are going to look at if we can pass a prop firm challenge by backtesting on Forex Tester Online. So make sure to stay to the end of the video so that you can see if the strategy works or not. Let's jump straight to the video. Alright everyone, so as you can see we are here on Forex Tester Online. So this is a backtesting software. What you can do, you can backtest scenarios, prop firm challenge, blind test. So that takes you into like a random time, random price action. In today's video, we are going to focus on the prop firm challenge one. So when you click on prop firm, we have instant funding and custom challenge. So custom challenge, you can choose the balance, your name, the date, the symbols, the minimum trading days, profit targets, everything. You are in charge of the whole setup. So let's say there's one challenge that you want to do, and before you do it you want to see if your strategy actually works by passing it. Then you can go to the custom challenge and you can customize your challenge according to the challenge that you want to do. Then we have instant funding as well if you do instant funding. So in this case, let's say we are going to do instant funding. Let's start with nice and small. Let's do a 10K challenge one. Let's call this instant 10K. We want to do, let's do NAS 100. Let's do a random month. Let's go to 2025 though. Let's choose June 1st. The end date June 30th, so that's a month. So we got a whole month to pass this challenge. So as you can see here, for example, minimum trading days is 3, profit target is 10%, maximum daily loss is 3%, maximum total loss is 8%, and leverage is 1 to 100. And let's say create project. And then as well, you have your project right over here. Then you're just going to click the play button and we are going to start backtesting right over here. So we are currently on May 30th. So we are starting on June 1st. So we're only going to trade the New York Open time. That's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm in South Africa, so it's to the South African time. So what we want to do for the strategy before we jumped into the price, when New York opens, right, we're going to wait for the first 15 minutes to finish. Okay. Sorry, the first 5 minutes to finish of the New York Open. So we're going to have sorry about that, brush. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. Then what we want to do, we want to mark out the high and the low of the first 5 minutes opening range. And then price goes, let's say, for example, price breaks out. We want a fair value gap to form, okay? Then we want price to close below the fair value gap. We want a retest into this inverse fair value gap. And then we're going to target a 1 or 2. And it works exactly the same if it breaks down to the downside. We need a fair value gap to form. We need to inverse it. We're going to put our trade right over here. And we're going to target to the upside. So that's what we're going to do for this strategy. All right, so let's have a look. So let's go to the next New York Open. Let's go to the 1 minute. And we're going to follow this on the 1 minute. So we're going to wait for New York Open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the first 5 minutes. So we mark out the highs. We mark out the lows. And then we just wait for price to do its thing. We have not gotten a fair value gap outside yet. No fair value gap. There we go. There's our first fair value gap. So now we wait for price to break to the downside. There's the next one formed right over there. So we're going to follow where it goes. So as you can see, it closed below right over there. So we want to wait for price to retrace. There we go. So you entered your trade right over there, or let's say there. You can just put your stops above this high right over here. And we are going to target a fixed 1 to 2 risk to reward. We're going to sell. We are risking 1% of our account. And as you can see, immediately we took profit right over there. So here you can see we up $200. So let's go to the next day. So New York open, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's mark out the low. Let's mark out the high. There we have a fair value gap straight after the opening. Do we have one there? No. Now we're just waiting. There we go. So as you can see, price broke through it. So we can actually put a limit order right over there. So we want price to enter right over there. Stops above this high. And we're going to target a fixed 1 to 2 risk to reward trade. Let's put a limit, sell limit, risk 1%, place order. So our limit is in, and we got tagged in right over there, as you can see. And let's see what happens. And there we go. As you can see, there's our take profit right over there. Here you can also see your tasks. We have 2 out of the 3 minimum trading days, our profit target, daily loss, and our overall loss. So let's go to the next. New York open. First 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's mark out the high. Let's mark out the low. Now we just wait. That fair value gap is not outside, so it's not valid. There we go. We can use this one. This fair value gap is outside, so it's a huge one. There's another one that was being formed right over there. Nice and small. So now we wait for a break to the upside. There we go. Let's put a buy limit right over there. Stops below this low. And we target a fixed 1 to 2 risk to reward. Let's put in our buy limit, 1%, place order. Let's see if we get tagged in. There we go. We got tagged in. Let's see what happens. And there you go. You can see we got our trade right over there. Let's go to the next day. New York open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our high. That's our low. Now we just wait. That fair value gap is technically inside. Let's wait for another one. Is that a fair value gap? Yes, really small. There we go. Fair value gap right over there. We broke through. So let's put our sell limit right over there. Our stops above this high. And we target a fixed 1 till 2 risk to reward. Let's see if our limit gets reached. So we got our sell limit. Let's see, there we go. We got tagged in right over there. And we got our profit right over there. So let's look at our task. Trading days is fulfilled. Profit target 8.2% so far. Our target is 10%. Maximum daily loss and our total loss. Let's go to the next New York Open. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the low. This is the high. And let's see what price does. We broke out. There's no fair value gap. There's our first fair value gap. There we go. So now we just wait for a break. There we go. Let's see if we get tagged in. Wait, there we go. Let's put our stops below this low. And we target a fixed 1 till 2 risk to reward. Limit, buy limit. Let's place our limit. Let's see if we get tagged in. And we don't get tagged in. We already reached our take profit. Let's see if we can find something to the opposite side. So let's delete this order. There we go. There's a fair value gap formed right over here. Let's see if we get broken through. There's another one. I won't normally like chase the trade. I would wait for the first one. So let's skip to the next day. New York Open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our high. There's our low. Let's see what happens. There we go. We broke through with a nice fair value gap right over there. We wait for a price break. There we go. Let's put our buy, our sell right over there. Stops above this high, and we target a fixed 1 till 2 risk to reward. Limit. Let's place our limit. Let's see if we get tagged in. There we go. We got tagged in. And we got stopped out right over there. So let's go to the next day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our high. There's our low. And let's see what happens. There's our first fair value gap. Let's see. There, it moved right over there now. Let's see what happens. There we go. We broke through. Put our buy limit right over there. If it's big like this, I would normally put my stops like below this middle candle, the fair value gap candle. But let's follow the rules. Let's put it below this and let's target a fixed 1 till 2. There we go. Let's see if we get tagged in. And we don't get tagged in, and we already at the profit, so we are going to close this buy limit. So let's go to the next day. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's mark out the low. Let's mark out the high. And let's see what happens. Waiting for that fair value gap. Nothing yet. We're inside of the range again. Let's just extend this. There we go. We have our fair value gap right over there. There we have another one. There we have another one. It's moving up. Did we break through? Not yet. Nothing yet. Now it moved right over there. There's another one. Did we break through it? Not yet. I think this price is just going up. So let's go to the next day. Not London, sorry, New York. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the low. There's the high. It's still inside of the range. There we go. That fair value gap is inside, going to the outside. So let's mark that one out. Now we're just waiting for that close. We got a new one right over here. We got a new one right over here. There we go. So now let's put on our buy limit. Stops right over here. And we target a fixed 1 till 2 risk to reward. And let's see if we get tagged in with our buy limit. We already reached our TP. So for me, this is a no trade. So I'm going to delete this order. And let's move on to the next day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. High. Low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what happens. There's our fair value gap. The reason why I'm choosing this one, it went to the outside as well. So there's our fair value gap. There's a new one. Is that a new one? No, no. There's a new one. Let's see if we can break it to the downside. Did we break it? Yes, we did. So now we can put our sell limit right over here. Stops above these highs. And we can target a fixed 1 till 2 risk to reward. There we go. Sell limit. Let's see if we get tagged in. And we are tagged in and we got stop loss hit. Let's go to the next day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our fair value gap. There we got close below. Let's put our buy limit right over there. Stops below this low now. And we target a fixed 1 till 2. New order, buy limit. Let's see if we get tagged in. We got tagged in. And there's our trade. Let's go to the next day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pushing down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our high. Let's see what happens. There's our fair value gap. There's the new one. There's the new one. There we broke through. Let's put our sell limit right over there. Stops above these highs. And we target a fixed 1 till 2. And let's put our limit there and see if we get tagged in or not. There we go. We got tagged in. And there we go. As you can see, congratulations. You have successfully passed your instant funding. So now let's go back and let's look at the analytics right over here. So here you can go in depth. There was 8 trades. We got a 75% win rate on this one. 6 out of 8 trades was winning trades. 2 out of 8 was losing. We got 6 shorts, 2 longs. This is the profit we made on each one. As you can see, NASDAQ right over here, we traded NASDAQ. So our net profit was $1,035. Our gross profit, our gross loss, then your profit, average loss, max drawdown, max current day loss, profit factor, the return. So you can see all of your analytics right over here. Here's the calendar. So out of all the days that we trade, we had 2 losses, and then there was a few days right over here, the 11th, 12th, and 13th, where we actually did not trade because we didn't find a trade. So this is the strategy for passing your prop firm. I hope this video helps. Go test this out for yourself. Leave a like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below if you have backtested this yourself. Go check out Forex Tester online, and then I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.